Okay. That's crazy that that's max in. Well, I guess that just shows how fucking crazy this is. Okay. Okay. Do I need to hit play or do you just hit play? I'll just hit play. Okay. Okay. Just trying to think if there's anything else I need to do before going in. I don't think so. Okay. Homestuck, that's updated, that's updated. Alright, I'm as zoomed in as I can be, so... Enter name. Your name is Kanaya Miriam. Kanaya Miriam. You are one of the few of your kind who can withstand the blistering Alternian sun, and perhaps the only one who enjoys the feel of its rays. As such, you are one of the few of your kind who has taken a shining to landscaping. You have cultivated a lush oasis around your hive, and in particular, you have honed your craft through the art of topiary, sculpting your trees to match your puffy oracles from your dreams. You've embraced the tool of this trade, which conveniently is the weapon of choice for those who would hunt the heinous broods of the undead, which crawl from the sand at sunrise to feast on the light and the living. It would be convenient if you actually hunted them, but it is of course far too dangerous. Every bit as suicidal as attempting to poach the terrible muscle beasts who roam at night. So you indulge in your bright fascination with the grim through literature, just before the sun goes down and you join your flora and rest. You immerse yourself in the tales of rainbow drinkers and shadow droppers and forbidden passion. You are one of the few of your kind with jade green blood. As such, you are one of the few who can be selected and raised by a virgin mother grub. An event so rare as to elude documented precedent, she would defend you from desert threats. And though her life would be short, in time you would assure her of progeny. You are one of the few... With Homestuck, I never know what they're gonna say next. Like, each word is like, okay, I guess that makes sense. You're one of the few of your kind whose affection for the aesthetic strongly overpowers instinctive regard for the utilitarian. As such, you are one of the few of your kind who has developed a zeal for fashion and design in lively, colorful patterns. You decorate your hive with flora and fabric, as delicately or aggressively as inspiration demands. You are a seamstress, or a rag ripper, or tree trimmer, or a lumberjack, whichever you care to be, and your unique hive is equipped with a great supply of advanced technology to accommodate your interests. The technology and indeed the hive itself were all recovered from the ruins nearby when you were very young. The seed of your hive was deployed on the volcanic rocks beneath the sand with the assistance of your Lucis and her remarkable burrowing skills, and you have lived there happily together since. You know the ruins in the hive and everything here that is not sand and rock originated from the world of your dreams. You also know that one day you will visit the world while you were awake. That day is today. Your troll tag is Grim Oxalatrix, and you tend to enunciate each word you speak very clearly and carefully. What will you do? Okay. Interesting pod. Equip chainsaw. What chainsaw? You are quite sure there's no chainsaw leaning on that bookshelf. There is, however, a tube of lipstick on the floor. Fine, equip that then. Alright, let's settle down. No need to get hysterical. Oh, there goes your wardrobifier again. Never a dull moment in fashion when the randomized cycle is on. Apply. You can choose between your trademark jade or black, even though a troll's lips are naturally black, but they can always be blacker, and a lady with a true sense of style knows this. In any case, you think you'll mix things up and go with green for a while. Answer CC. Okay, hello? Hey. Kanaya! Glub, 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 glub. You seem more excited than usual, or less. I can't tell. Help me tell without saying glub. Glub, 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 glub. I'm going to type this face now. Even though no one knows how to make a mouth do a question shape like that. Sorry, I can't really control the glubs. Yes, you can. That's fine. You can glub to the content of your collapsing and expanding bladder-based aquatic vascular system. If it means you are excited about something. I am excited. Okay, why? Everything we're about to do next is exciting. It's always exciting. I'm excited. It looks like one of your letters got away from you. I really lunched at one. You forward an innocent D loitering over there by the shout pole minding its own business. Glub. Hey, let's stop being R-worded for a moment. Almost got me there. Yeah, sure. I'm just worried about this game. It'll be great. I have been waiting a long time to get started. We all have. I thought so. I have been cloaked in a mood of perpetual anticipation for some time as well. We should compare notes even though we're on different teams. Well, not really. Really? See, this is why we should be comparing notes. What notes would you like to submit for comparison? Well, I'm going to join my team pretty late. I think I have to. I'll need to connect after my goofball Morail does so I can keep my goggles on his nefarious escapades. It's a tough job, but it's important. Everyone has an important job to do. Yeah. Isn't that what you're doing too? Joining late to keep an eye on yours? I don't know for a fact that she is mine. Haha, you're not supposed to know for a fact, dummy. You just do what you think is right, and even if you were wrong, the worst that would happen was you helped somebody and helped the whole world too. I know, but what if I don't really want her to be that? Glub, 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 shrug. Yeah, glub, glub, shrug is the right attitude, I think. Our minds are already made up anyway, aren't they? Yes, probably. Your clouds tell you everything, so what do you even have to worry about? They don't tell me everything, just as I am sure she doesn't whisper everything to you. That's true. Oh, shucks, now I'm going to get sad. She'll be gone soon. Tough. I guess it'll be a relief not to have to worry about keeping her voice down anymore. I wonder if any other kid on the planet has as many burdens in the fire as you. I doubt it. There are burdens. Okay, I guess they are, but I love them and I wouldn't have it any other way because this is why I'm here. On that note, I think I'm going to have to go say goodbye to her. Maybe you should too while you have the chance. Even though I'll see her again soon, which still seems kind of strange to me, but that's why it is also exciting. Good night, bye! Check on Lucis. You had nearly forgotten. Today her time would come. Maybe you should be there at her final moment, but that isn't exactly final, is it? Death is pretty confusing without the finality. It's too late. You'd better change back into your work clothes. No point in getting a good dress dirty. Go downstairs. She brought you this far. Now to live up to your end of the bargain. Operate. Oh, shit. Holy God. Splorch. Capture log that thing. You secure the matriorb through your chastity modus, safe and sound. You will serendipitously discover the key to unlock this card when and only when you are ready to use this item, and not a moment before. Look at this mess. All this blood and sunlight is stirring bright feelings within. You often fantasize about being a true rainbow drinker from your literature. It would be a life of darting between the shadows, of persecution and being misunderstood, and of romance. You would drink heavily from its multicolored well, and the hemospectrum would be your wine list preceding the great feast of passion. Surely it couldn't hurt. Well, no one is looking. Just a taste. Metal with Moirail. What? Just wanted to know, is your Lucis dead yet? Then proceed to have this conversation, bugging and fussing and meddling through the special and magical union one can only describe as being in more allegiance with another. At least, you guess that's how you would describe it. Maybe. Troll romance sure is confusing. You'll put her out of your mind for a while now. It should be hours before you have to connect with her anyway. Might as well pack this thing up and head inside. Oh, what now? What could this guy want? It never ends. Answer CA. Can make her talk to me, do something. Wait. Caligula's aquarium, is that? Oh god, is that the Juggalo one? Do we know who Caligula is? We haven't talked to them. Okay, I was gonna say, can make her talk to me, do something. Who? No good can have a fucking backstab a girl crush, that's who. Overstating our relationship won't make me feel very cooperative. It's paler red than that, okay? Psh, there's a fucking laugh. You know it's everyone does. Send me out, tell her to talk to me. I think she blocked me. You got to. Why do I got to? I don't got to, and every time you take my help for granted, I feel like I got to a little less. Whatever, you're so the village two-wheel device when it comes to auspicing. You can't let a grudge go by you. Won't stick your busy stem betwixt or get with a program, fussy fangs. As if your slander weren't so predictable, I'd block you too for saying that. Has it occurred to you she may have blocked you because you are very overbearing? I just said that aloud now in your silly accent and had a private moment of enjoyment. Who gives a shit about why she blocked me or why my fucking manners? Come on, you've got away with her. I figure if you gotta ostracize with many two brine suckers who sneer at each other a funny way, you might as well make it official and be ours, right? Your black solicitation just seems really indecent. What do you want from her anyway? She made me something for a prior engagement. She will deliver it when we meet in the game, but I don't know what the logistics are yet. I'm trying to coordinate her with her here, but she's blown me off. Again, fickle this dirt scrap and land egg. What is it? Stupid, what do you think? It's a fucking gizmo to blow up the world or something? Okay, well, not that obviously, but something that'll kill all land dwellers. What else would I be after? Can you just for a moment entertain the thoughts of one untouched by megalomaniacal derangement and tell me why I'd want to assist you with that? Well, I'm not going to very well kill you, am I? That would be fucking unconscionable. What kind of friend would I be? Also, speculate for a moment that self-preservation might not be what would sway my decision. Yeah, go ahead and kiss us off, but there'll be blood on your hands. You could either play along as our auspicious? Auspicious? Oh, it's a unique thing. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, alright. That fucked me up a little bit. I'm like, auspicious and do a little mediating like you were fucking hatched to, or watch she and me devolve into fucking full-fledged kissmasses, the kind like you don't get once in 10,000 sweeps. Auspicious. Gotta get that piss in there. You knew that's what it would be. There would be rainbow rivers running through star systems and all nebulizing like liquid fireworks. It will be beautiful and heartbreaking all at once. You should read up your history instead of pouring through that god-awful sunny rubbish. It's just laborious listening to this. I'm sorry, none of it matters. Yeah, it does. It's important. Sorry, but the fate of the race. It's busy. Sorry, but the fate of the race and purity of the bloodline is important and an excuse for me being concerned. I know, but you really should know by now the world will end tonight regardless. Land and sea dwellers alike will all die because of the game we are about to play, and I agree the fate of the race is important, but it's in my hands now. All of ours, really. Huh. Well, okay. Really? Ordinarily, I'd call bullshit and terrible stinking BS like that, but I know you don't really lie about stuff, unless it's to yourself. But that's why I bother even talking to you. I wouldn't even be here saying any of this otherwise. So, did your clouds tell you that? The doomsday scenario in particular? No, not exactly. I got clouds and they don't tell me shit. They hide nothing but misfortune and monstrosities. Fucking pain in the ass fucking clouds. So how do you know then? I have another source. Okay, well, you are jacked tight the fuck into this thing in so many ways. I don't know what to say anymore. Whatever, we will just play and find out, I guess. So can you tell her to talk to me anyway? No. God damn it, she and me are teammates. We've got to have a powwow or something. You aren't actually on the same team. Fuck, fine, I get it, I'll step off. You don't want to be our auspicious because you don't want to get locked into that sort of relation with her. I can respect that. No, that's not it. Yeah, it is. Your real feelings run pretty awful ruddy, methinks. Everybody knows it. Especially that ass-blood Carcat. He and me have you so pegged about this, it's upright silly. But it's cool, it's totally fine, don't worry, I'll leave you alone and give you a shot. It's unbelievable, her patience. What? Whoa, boo. Never mind. Okay, wait, did she talk to you today? What did she say? Or glub or whatever? Something about longing to touch you indiscreetly. What? And that she basically in the scarlet throes for you, as deep in the flushed quadrant as one can be. Wait, did she actually say that in confidence? To the letter. Can you copy exactly what she said? Absolutely not. This is bullshit. You be beesing me in some way awful. You don't lie, but you do tease that I'll transfuse my kick-ass royal blood out with incontinent muscle beast discharge if I won't when I'm getting hooked. Yeah, she's just a concerned morale, looking out for you. That's all. Oh, fuck. See, I'm telling you, you got to play your cards right. What do you mean? If you're not savvy about how you define yourself to people, you can just splash into the Moirel zone before you know which way's upward. Okay, it's hard. What? Being a kid and growing up, it's hard and nobody understands. Oh my God. I hate doing that sound. It's fine for a little bit, but then it really starts ringing the ears. Return to room. There's a lot to do before you enter. There will be a lot of people to talk to and help along the way. No, not meddle with or mediate. Help, damn it. You are very helpful. You have a lot of inside information on what you and your cosplayer or your co-players are about to face. You are jacked tight the fuck into this thing in so many ways we don't know what to say anymore. And it's not just cloud visions either. You have another source. Consult source. Oh, it's a GameFAQs article. In one dream, the clouds pointed you to the address of a server hidden in an obscure pocket of a realm unknowable to mortals. It contains a journal written by a young member of an alien species. She has documented her experience playing the game you're about to play. You can only assume this took place a long time ago. This race is likely ancient, preceding yours by millions of sweeps. Maybe billions. You like to try to imagine the adventures of these players. Were they successful in repopulating the race? Did they manage to protect their matriarch and hatch a new mother grub? Could they hold it together, or were they torn apart by the complex social dynamics? The matespritships and more allegiances and auspicisms and kismissitudes that will surely plague your group along the way. You have little doubt they succeeded with flying colors. Yeah, is this the human one? I don't know. Too hard to read. You have little doubt that their victory may... Oh, yeah, tentacle therapist. Yeah, no, that's... Yeah. You have little doubt their victory was because of their leader, a great heroine, the tentacle therapist. From what she recorded, it seems the group had very little knowledge of what they were getting into, and yet they appear to have been the only of their kind to have risen to the challenge in a session stacked heavily against them. You're convinced her leadership was the difference. It'd be nice to have the chance to talk to her. Alas, she's likely been dead for millennia. Only the incomplete record of a long-forgotten quest remains. On the other hand, if you were to discover her quest ended in failure, it might be somewhat disillusioning, but that thought never crossed your mind. Tavros, enter. Having narrowly dodged obliteration, you take your place as the page of breath in the land of sand and zephyr, and in time... Tavros, go outside and look at what I built for you. You're going to flip. Okay. I think this is probably meant to antagonize me. What are you talking about? Look at the beautiful building. Don't you think it's about time someone got a little creative with this game? Maybe. Everyone always wants to do things the boring way. Didn't we make a truce, Tavros, that we would try to be less boring from now on? You don't want to break your truce with me, do you, Tavros? No. Great, now get climbing. Please don't read this as a boring thing, I hope, but it's physically impossible to do that mostly. Man, I knew it. Taurus Snooze is back in action. Why don't you, in like a not boring way, build more inclined surfaces like you did over there? Maybe you could color them with fun colors so you won't think they're boring and get angry at me some more. I built that ramp because we were in a hurry to save your life, remember? A dead Tavros is even more boring than alive and crippled Tavros by a slim margin. My stair structure is lovely and I'm not changing it. No, hop out of your wheel device and get climbing. Climbing? Or crawling, whatever. Stop being so helpless. It's pathetic. It will take a long time. What's the rush? You're in the game, safe and sound. Look in the sky. Do you see any meteors? I sure don't. But there are imps around, and I'll be sort of defenseless, lying down on stairs. You did not just use that excuse. We both know you can commune with these things. Hey, why don't you physically command them to carry you up? Oh my god, that is a great idea. Once again, leave it to Vriska to come up with the creative solutions. I wouldn't really want to make them do that. I just don't understand why we can't do this the easy way. Look up with that too. Whatever the purpose of this game is, it makes you work hard for it. The way you become stronger along the way and you are better prepared for whatever's next. Remember when we used to flirt together? It was the exact same principle, and that's why you were always outmatched. You were too soft and not well prepared. Nothing comes easy, Tavros. That is why we go through the trials in the brooding caverns when we were young, to make sure we are strong when we come out. Do you remember the trials, Tavros? Not very well, no. Well, I do, and they were a bitch, but now that I think about it, it would make perfect sense if your trials were really easy by some mistake. That is why you're such a soggy phlegm sponge, and why you got picked by such a sad, frail little Lucis. But that's okay, it probably wasn't your fault, just a bad break. You're lucky to have me as a server player, so I can challenge you and help you get strong. Now hop out of that seat and get climbing. I'll deliver the device to you once you're at the top. Climb, Poopa, climb! Maybe I should ask Tinkerbull about this. He's really smart, not that he can talk. Now that he can talk. No, you don't need help with your lame bull fairy. He's only holding you back. He's my friend. God, pathetic. This is getting frustrating. Why do I have to get stuck with a cripple? Just my luck. Do you have any idea how inconvenient this is? Do you have any sympathy for what I'm dealing with here? You're so inconsiderate. You just sit there looking smug. It's infuriating to look at you. You haven't even thanked me or apologized for that matter. Thanks, Frisca, for saving my life. I'm sure it was brave and heroic and pretty of you, and also I'm sorry for the bottom of my nook. Seriously, how hard would that have been? Okay, thanks, I guess, but sorry for what? For being crippled, you ask? You want me to apologize for being paralyzed? Yes, say you're sorry. I don't mean to be rude or boring, but that's ridiculous, given, the circumstances. Bullshit. It's something called basic decency and civility, you fudge-blooded boor. Now get down on your useless, wobbly knees and apologize. No, I don't want to. Apologize, Poopa. Apologize. Say you're sorry for being a cripple. Wee. Summon Rufio. What? Now she's done it. She's woken. The mighty inner fury that is Rufio. Like from Pan? Peter Pan? What, Hook? Oh my god. But unfortunately, Rufio's not real. He's imaginary, a fake, like a made-up friend, the way fairies are. You continue to be sad and alone. Whee! Hit with the toilet? Mediate. Hey, what's your deal? Shouldn't you be helping me out of this jam instead of fussing with my plumbing? Just presenting a floating reminder that Tavros will need plenty of inclined surfaces for his ascent. That's silly. I made so many ramps, you wouldn't even believe it. I specifically decided I want to build something ugly and boring. It is now the land of ramps and yawns. He's reported otherwise. That lousy snitch. Maybe I should take his computer away so he can't go crying at fussy fangs anymore. Maybe I should upend this load gaper over your head. No, don't! I'm still learning the interface. It could happen accidentally at any moment. I'm only trying to help him. Think of another way to help. Fine, I'll do something nice. I have an idea. I'll be right back. For the record, I was going to do this anyway. I was just trying to make him a better player first. Okay. In the meantime, how about I serve my client player the way I think is best, and you can do the same for yours? I thought I was. Scurry downstairs. That's a lot of jewels. You make your way down to one of your innumerable loot strongholds where you stash riches and golds and jewels and prizes plundered during your campaigns. There they are, your rocket boots. You must confess you will find favor with just about any kind of footwear as long as it is bright red. You would wear these striky boots even if they were broken pieces of junk, but as it happens, they work just fine and they are awesome. Take them. Good. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, it knocked the 8-ball out. Go back up. Quit cleaning up after me. You were so ridiculous. Oh, it became an 8-ball. Okay. For sure. That's how her motors works. Get code. Shake, 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 shake. Shoes. Send code. Shoes. Alchemize. Oh, sick. Fly, Poopa. Fly! And again, in time. Oh, wow. Lead fearsome entourage into ruins. Camille. Confer with teammate. Yes, another piece fits. We're making some strict progress on this puzzle. Oh, that's cool, I guess. So where do you think is the next one? I don't know, probably buried in this stupid sand somewhere like all the others. Okay, that's mostly what I was thinking too, but it suddenly doesn't sound like you think the puzzle is cool. This puzzle sucks. All these puzzles suck. If I have to help you put one more damn slam of boring rock into another stupid wall indentation, I'm gonna put an indentation in my desk with my face. But it looks like a frog, and that's kind of fun. Snore, these puzzles are for wigglers. I saw a way better puzzle than this in my heyday as Mind Fang. Oh, look, some ruins. Oh, look, another mysterious recess in the wall. I wonder if something fits in there. It probably just opens a secret passage and more wall indentations. I'm so over this puzzle. But they're necessary to solve, aren't they? To find new magic artifacts and things and learn more about the lore of this land. Davros, let me let you in on a little secret about the lore of your land. It's boring. The minds of your consorts are very soft and impressionable, as easily manipulated as all those imps you've been bossing around. I've picked apart their tiny little lizard brains and seen through all the smoke and mirrors of their riddles. I've gotten to the truth they are guarding, the great big mystery behind the planet. And you know what it is, Tavros? No, it's bullshit. Meaningless, boring, fanciful bullshit wrapped in flowery poems to keep you guessing. And it all leads to one thing anyway, and that's why we should put our attention on. Real gamers cut to the chase. They power through all the nonsense and go for the gold. They cheat, Tavros. It is time you learn to start cheating. I thought I kind of was cheating by making friends with monsters. Well, it's a good start. You're bending the rules and getting stuff done. Okay, I'll admit, I'm fairly impressed with your progress so far, even though you still probably haven't even killed a single enemy. No, don't bother. I know you haven't, but maybe that's okay. Maybe it's just your style and your real strength is surrounding yourself with allies who are much stronger than you, like me. I'm sure there's more than one way up the etch ladder. In your case, probably the only way is to roll gently up the etch ramp. Path of the invalid. Yeah, I agree. But I think it's time to stop fucking around. You need to be challenged more. I've been designing a quest for you that should test your true limits. Oh, is that what you were doing all this time? Yes. I mean, not that I don't appreciate it, but don't you have your own quest to do? Yeah, well, after she got me in the game, Kanaya just left me in the lurch, probably because she's dealing with her own crisis now, which is just as well because I was starting to get nannied hard. You wouldn't even believe it. Nannied. So I had some time to kill. I drew you a map. Whoa. Here, take a look at it. It marks what will be your new destination, where you will find the ultimate challenge. Look at map. The 7th gate. Go here. More boring puzzles. Ignore them. Zzz. Where does it go? I've determined from your consorts that there is a terrible monster deep underground. It guards a hoard of treasure bigger than either of us can imagine. It is called the Denizen, and it is the boss of your whole planet. Tavros, you will go and face your Denizen. Won't that be too difficult? It'll be the most powerful adversary you've ever met, but you can handle it. I believe in you. Thanks. I mean, I respect that you have lots of irony, bravado about stuff, and you type fast about it, but I think this is foolish and not sensible. I will probably just get killed, realistically. Maybe this is the risk you take by being a brave adventurer, but it's a good opportunity to apply your cunning. Maybe you could rally a huge army to bend to your will and overwhelm the monster? Who knows? It's up to you. This is it, Davros, and it's time to sink or swim. I should get Kanaya's advice, or maybe Karkat, since he's the leader. No! Oh god, every time always going and getting to others to bail you out. Anyway, Kanaya's missing in action, and Karkat has his head up his nook with his new stabby... friend? HB friend? Neither can help you. Oh, hate friends. Oh god. I don't like this girl. It's just too hard to figure out if you really think this is a good idea strategically or if it's just more of the thing where you harass me but sound excited about it. Tavros, I know nobody believes this about this, probably not even a gullible dope like you, but I actually care about your advancement as a player. Everything I have done has been to make you stronger. Okay, I still don't know what to believe about that. Ugh, you're useless. I'm done talking about this. Now shut up and point that cherry vehicle of yours towards the X of the map. Next step. Gate 7. Let's go. This isn't optional. You know very well that I can make you go to that gate whether you want to or not. But I would rather it not have to come to that. What will it be? Advance or advance? Okay, I'll go. Oh, one last thing. Equip your boy Skylark outfit. This will be Poopa's last stand. I mean, sit. Point cherry vehicle towards X on map. Crash. You proceed through what seems to be your second gate into the land of maps and treasure. The thief of light lies in wait. Is this a different person? Oh no. Crash. What the fuck? Briscoe, wake up. Oh my, it appears Poopa Pan himself has flown through your window while you were asleep. How exciting! Surely he's here to take you away on the adventure of a lifetime. He's more dreamy and heroic than you ever imagined. But what's this? It seems the legendary boy Scarlark has misplaced his shadow. He's looking everywhere for it. To no avail. He's having a terrible time with being paralyzed from the waist down and all. He clearly needs your help. Help Poopa find Shadow. Poopa, you truly are a silly goose. Your shadow's been trapped underneath your useless torso the whole time. Honestly, where else would it be, you stupid sack of shit? Okay. Of course, the secret to reuniting with your shadow is to get up and walk around and play and dance and frolic. Your shadow will surely join you in your gaiety. It appears Poopa has lost the use of his legs. There will be no frolicking in this young man's future, unless apply special stardust. Oof. Everyone knows that just a pinch of special stardust along with a happy thought will allow any boy to get up and walk again. Everyone knows this because it is in the classic tale Poopa Ban. Young Poopa flies through the window of a fairy girl's respite block, falls on the floor, and has trouble getting up like an enormous pansy. The fairy girl then helps him walk again, and in return he teaches her to fly, even though she probably already knows how to fly, because she's a fairy. They fly out of her window together and have magical adventures for many sweeps thereafter. To be honest, you hardly know a damn thing about Poopa Pan, but you do not care. Poopa remains as pathetic and useless as ever. The Stardust did nothing, probably because it is just glittery powder with no magical properties whatsoever and is basically bullshit, because in case it wasn't clear, magic isn't real and neither are miracles. Or it could just be that Poopa has failed to have a happy thought. Your duty is clear. You will have to make him have happy thoughts. Make Poopa have happy thoughts. Oh my god. Alright, I did not see that coming. Wow. Alright. Dump. Manipulate. Slump. Deal with your own crisis. Whew, crisis resolved. It is no doubt harrowing and suspenseful, but in the meantime you have left your client player in the lurch. Ideally she has not gotten herself into too much trouble, and ideally the dramatic irony has not gotten so thick you could draw a dotted line on it with a tube of lipstick and cut it in half with a chainsaw. Return to serving client. Wow. So that's why she had you make this dress for her, and you just went along with it like a sucker. God, you're such an idiot. There, sweetheart. Kanaya, it's hard. Being a kid and growing up, it's hard and nobody understands. Try to understand. The problem is that the subject of troll romance is broached. When the subject of troll romance is broached, our sparing human intellects instantly assume the most ingratiating posture of surrender imaginable. But we will do our best to understand regardless. Humans have only one form of romance, and though we consider it a complicated subject spanning a wide range of emotions, social conventions, and implications for reproduction, it is ultimately a superficial slice of what trolls consider this full body of romantic experience. Our concept of romance, in spite of its capacity to fill our art and literature and to rule our individual destinies like little elves, is still just that, a single linear concept, a concept usually denoted by a single symbol, heart. Troll romance is more complicated than that. Troll romance needs 4 symbols. Red romance. Their understanding of romance is... Oh my god. Okay. Alright, I guess we're going down this road. Their understanding of romance is divided into halves and half again, producing 4 quadrants: the flush quadrant, the caliginous quadrant, the pale quadrant, and the ashen quadrant. Each quadrant is grouped by the half they share, whether horizontally or vertically, depending on the overlapping properties one examines. The sharpest dichotomy from an emotional perspective is drawn between red romance and black romance. Red romance, comprised of the flushed and pale quadrants, is a form of romance rooted in strongly positive emotions. Black romance, with its caliginous and ashen quadrants, is rooted in the strongly negative. On the other hand, the vertical bifurcation has to do with the purpose of the relationship, regardless of the emotions behind it. Those quadrants which are concupiscent, the flushed and caliginous, have to do with facilitating the elaborate reproductive cycle of trolls. Those which are consolatory, the pale and ashen, which would be more closely likened to platonic relationships by human standards. There are many parallels between human relationships and the various facets of troll romance. Humans have words to describe relationships of a negative nature or of a platonic nature. The difference is, for humans, these relationships would never be conceptually grouped with romance. Establishing these sort of relationships for humans is not driven by the same primal forces that drive our tendency to couple romantically. But for trolls, those primal forces involve themselves in the full palette of these relationships, red or black, toward or friendly. Trolls typically feel strongly compelled to find balance in each quadrant, and seek gratifying relationships that each describes. The challenge is particularly torturous for young trolls, who must reconcile the wide range of contradictory emotions associated with this matrix, while understanding the nature of their various romantic urges for the first time. Of course, young humans have this challenge too, but for trolls, the challenge is fourfold. Okay, examine flushed quadrant. When two individuals find themselves in the flush quadrant together, they are said to be mate sprites. Or mate sprites. Mate sprites? Matesmanship is the closest parallel to the human concept of romance trolls have. It plays a role in the troll's reproductive cycle, just as it does for humans. This is pretty obvious. Not much more needs to be said about this. Moving right along. Examine Caligula's quadrant. When a pair of adversaries delve into this quadrant, they become each other's kismises. As one of these concupiscent quadrants, it plays a role in procreation as well. There's no particularly good human translation for this concept. The closest would be an especially potent arch rivalry. For instance, human players would never be able to adequately diagnose the relationship between the queen and her archagent, but troll players could immediately place it as a dead ringer for kismicitude. They would think that we were all pretty stupid for not getting it, and they would be right. Trolls have a complicated reproductive cycle. It's probably best not to examine it in much detail. They need to seek out concupiscent partners comes with more urgency than typical reproductive instincts. When the Imperial drone comes knocking, you had better be able to supply genetic material to each of his filial pales. If you have nothing to offer, he will kill you without hesitation. The genetic material, without going into much detail, is a combinative genetic mix from the mate sprit and Kismis's pairs, respectively. The pales are all offered to the mother grub, who can only receive such pre-combined material. She then combines all of it into one incestuous slurry and begins her brooding. This doesn't mean the initial combination was for naught, however. In the slurry, more dominant genes rise to the fore, while the more recessive finds less representation of the brood. Especially strong mate sprit and Kismis's pairings yield more dominant genetic material. The more powerful the complement or potent the rivalry, the more dominant the genes. Troll reproduction sure is weird. We'll take a moment to lament how pedestrian the human reproductive system is, and further lament that the phrase incestuous slurry is not a feature of common parlance in human civilization. Examine Ashen Quadrant. This quadrant involves a particular type of three-way relationship of a black romantic nature. Falling on the consolatory side, it has no bearing on the reproductive cycle, except for indirect ramifications. When two trolls are locked in a feud or some otherwise contentious relationship, one can intervene and become their auspistice. Mediates between the two, playing the role of a peacekeeper, preventing the feud from boiling over into a fully colliginous rivalry. Since such lesser feuds are quite common among trolls, there is a significant need for auspicizing parties. Without them, too many ashen feuds would become colliginous and begin to conflict with other exclusive kismesis relationships, leading to a great deal of social complexity and sore feelings, even more so than black romance usually involves. Without auspicism, the result would be widespread black infidelity. The relationships each quadrant described tend to be malleable, if not volatile, especially on the concupiscent half, where more toward emotions reside. It doesn't take much to flip a switch and transmute black room feelings to red room, and vice versa. In many cases, one party will have red feelings while the other has black, but it will often be the case that one party's feelings will swap to match the other's. Since there's no quadrant which naturally accommodates such a disparity, but thereafter it's not uncommon for the two to toggle between red and black in unison now and then. These scenarios naturally result in both red and black infidelities. This sort of relationship volatility is why consolatory relationships are an important part of troll romance. An auspice can stabilize particularly turbulent relationships. If the auspice fails to mediate properly or has no interest in the role or perhaps has different romantic intentions, him or herself altogether, then the relationship often quickly deteriorates into one of an especially hostile and torrid nature. There are many outside factors and influences tugging and pulling these relationships in different directions, and unlike humans who have very orderly, simple, straightforward romantic relationships without exception, trolls exist in a state of almost perpetual confusion and generally have no idea what the hell is going on. Being confused by troll relationships is one thing we do have in common, though. Examine Pale Quadrant. This quadrant presides over moral legions, the other consolatory relationship. A reasonable human translation would be the concept of a soulmate, but in more platonic sense, or the more specific social purpose. Trolls are a very angry and violent race. Some are more hot-tempered and dangerous than others, to the extent that if left to their own devices, they would present a serious threat to society, or even to themselves. Such trolls will have an instinctive pale attraction to a more even-tempered troll, who may become their moiral. The moiral is obliged to pacify the other. To function as the better half, the two partners in a strong pale relationship will serve to balance and complement each other's emotional profiles and thus allow their other relationships to be more successful. It's often ambiguous, especially among young trolls, whether a bond formed between an acquaintance is truly allegiance or the usual variety of platonic involvement. Furthermore, romantic intentions of a more flush nature can often be mistaken for paler leanings, much to the frustration of the suitor. But some pale pairings, as the one above, will be strikingly obvious to all who know them. Yet others will seem to have been hatched for each other. Wait, more troll romance exposition, please. God, you just can't get enough of this, can you? That would have been a great point for a transition out of this illustrated sociological study, but okay, if you insist. Now see, what's going on here is, it's perfectly simple. The full matrix of troll romances in action, we have, hey, why don't you figure it out? You should be an expert on all this by now anyway. Later, our troll hero would try to explain this all to our human hero, attempting to convey all the nuance of troll romance through a nearly verbatim recitation of the preceding excerpts. He would try to describe how rich in texture the troll romantic comedies were compared to the one-dimensional schlock of our human cinematic counterparts. He would barely scratch the surface of troll Will Smith's virtuosity with a delicate lattice of troll romance, as he would assist the bumbling, fudge-blooded troll Kevin James through the interwoven minefield briar patch of red room and black room entanglements, all the while sifting through his own prickly romantic situation and ultimately learning the true meaning of hate and pity. But would they succeed before the Imperial drone came knocking with his thirsty pails at the ready? Yes, they would. But John didn't understand any of this because he's a moron, and he just wouldn't shut about his awful bullshit Earth movies. He would just go on and on and on about that garbage. But if there was one theme to be hammered through his thick skull, it would be that Troll's cultural preoccupation with romantic destiny. Yes, a romantic landscape is rife with false starts and miscuses and infidelities, red and black, but every Troll believes strongly that each quadrant holds one and only one true pairing for them, and it's just a matter of time before the grid is filled with auspicious matchups through the mysterious channels of Troll serendipity. In short, their belief is that for each quadrant there exists a pair of triad of trolls somewhere in the cosmos that were made for each other. Wow, another great transition. You wonder if it will stick this time. You have no chance but to take a stab at the rare and extremely dangerous 2x transition combo. Attempt 2x transition combo. Looks like it worked. So who is this guy anyway? Enter name. Your name is Eridon Empora. Eridon, do something awesome. Wait for it. Wait. Well, there she blows. Swoop. Fish food. Okay, that guy is pretty much squared away. What about her? Enter name. Your name is Pfeffery Pikes. Do something adorable. Swim. Grabs an ale with a wet. Grabs the whale with a net. Kraken. Big Kraken. Big Cthulhu Kraken. Go home. That should keep her quiet for a while, at least until she dies. Go home. That should keep her happy for a while and make a freshly orphaned troll somewhere pretty sad. Examine block. You conveniently return to your respite block so that we may study your variety of interests. This was very considerate of you. God, there are so many more troll characters than human characters. Flowing through your veins is nearly the richest blood the hemospectrum has to offer. Penultimate on the scale, as such, you are a sea dweller, a sub-race of troll distinct from the commoners by mutation and habitat. a caste which rules over the entire species. But ruling, in your view, is not enough. You have an overpowering genocide complex and have made it your sworn duty to kill all land dwellers. You have amassed resources and deadly weaponry from around the world for this ambition through many sweeps of extreme role-playing, while pursuing a working doomsday device which will bring Armageddon to all those on the surface. Haven't had much luck with that, but maybe tonight's your night. Hold a fascination for military history and legendary conquerors. You've dubiously modeled your profile and exploits after the most notorious figures and their stories, which are bristling with the glory of victory and the sting of defeat and political machinations and romantic intrigue. It is an image you are careful to craft through exaggerated emotional theatrics, and your penchant for mass murder notwithstanding, people tend to regard you as a bit of a tool. You also like magic, even though you know it has to be fake, like a made-up friend the way wizards are. Made-up, make-believe, fakey fake fakes. It's still fun, though. Your troll tag is Caligula's Aquarium, and you speak with a very weird and sort of wavy-sounding accent. You will know if I'm doing anything for the moment on account of courtesy to fellow royalty. Examine block. He's 12, man. I thought we were already done a while ago, and then they just keep introducing new people. On the subject of courtesy, you have also returned to your block so we can get a better look at you. Again, quite considerate. Royalty sure is civilized. Seahorses. You are also a sea dweller. You have the most noble blood possible, the only of your kind known to possess it, and the only to share it with Globlob, deep sea monster, also known as the Rift's carbuncle, emissary to the horror terrors, or to more hushed tones, speaker of the vast glove. This makes you the heir apparent for Alternian rulership, which ordinarily would place you in considerable jeopardy. Her imperious condensation would steer the flagship from the fleet and make an attempt on your life herself, if not for the protection of your monstrous Lucis. And if not forewarned of your race's extinction by the whispers of that Lucis, you would have big plans for the throne. All the plans. All of them. You would redefine what it meant to be called in troll society. Under your rule, it would mean caring for the unfit and infirm rather than exterminating them, and you would put this idea into practice by culling the fauna of the deep. You tend to wild and beautiful aquatic hoofbeats, grooming and feeding them daily. You capture and cage cuttlefish by the thousands for their own good, and also because they are funny and colorful and you love them. They often swim through the bars of their cages, but that is fine. You run your whole palace as a sort of wildlife adoption facility, even if the wildlife's need for care is dubious at best, and the practice really just amounts to an elaborate role-playing scenario. It's still fun, though. You would also look forward to using your range to unite the two races. You were told you would do this one day by your Lucis, even if it doesn't contradict your message of extinction. Oh well, you suppose not all prophecies could come true. Your troll tag is cuttlefish color, and you have a hard time not getting really excited about practically everything. What will you both do? Do something ridiculous. Yes! Fuck yes! Hell! Fucking! Bam! Yes! Father Feferi. Hey! Glove! Glove. Yeah. What is it? What? I'm wondering if you could forgo the exaggerated emotional theatrics for once and actually tell me what's on your mind. Nothing's on my mind. Why can't I just have fucking talk and glove at you for a reason I don't have 38? Well, when you don't want to hear it. Yes, I do. We're supposed to talk to each other. That is what morals are for. Whatever. Glub. See, Oh, that's an emoticon. Okay. That's a bit of a stretch of an emoticon. Like, I get it. It's like, I see it now that you say it, but like, interesting. Like a smiley face except with balls on your head. You take the chip off your nub and tell me what's the matter? And balls. Yeah, well, okay, since we are the palest of pale pals a guy could ever ask for, I will tell you, even though you will only humor me as usual since you don't agree with my agenda, any of my agendas, really, none of the agendas, none of them. Are you fretting over another one of these dumb contraptions? See, more condensation. Don't condescend me. Condescension. God, more condescension. You're gonna make a hell of an empress. No, I'm not, but that is besides the point. None of your plots to kill the land dwellers ever work out, and every doomsday device you get your hands on turns out to be a piece of junk. So, I gotta keep trying. That's how all the great military masterminds became great, through upright perseverance. I think deep down you stack these plots against you so you fail because you know it's wrong. It isn't wrong. I'm not going to explain it to you again. At this point, all you need to know is important to me, and I'm doing it for us. I mean, our kind. Nobody understands. Not even you. This is the last time I will say this. We are not better than anybody. Club. See, now this makes more sense with a little angry part. This just looks like balls on the head. This looks like a face. You with Spectrum begs to differ. If you're as sickened by them as you say, why do you spend so much time on land? You can't have the sort of affinity for our kind that you profess if you're only spent, what, a few days underwater maybe in your own whole life? Whatever, I have to keep an eye on him up here. It's all about tactics. What about your friends? Do you ever think about them? If they are beneath you, then they have to die too. And I know you like talking to some of them. You say you hate them, but I think you're pretending. History's full of cases where conquerors consort with members of the enemy in a mannerly way before wiping them out. Even going as far as growing fond of them. It's only civilized. I have a fishy feeling that this is a stupid doomsday machine thing that is just another excuse to consort with someone in particular. All your feelings are fishy. Glub, 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 glub. Don't you glub in that tone of glub with me, mister. I'll glub in whatever dumbass bubbly sounding fish noise I want to glub. Oh shit, you're angling for so much trouble now. Okay, please, let's just not get into this whole fucking fish pun thing again, okay? Like, we get it, we are nautically themed. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why she ignores me. I guess she's just bored with me. We all had it set up for her to give me this thing tonight that probably doesn't even work, but yeah, maybe that wasn't the point. I mean, you think we have a pretty good rivalry going on, right? Or at least had. It was pretty fucking bitter and contentious for a while there, and there was some good chemistry. I don't know what happened. I guess I wouldn't really know. Sometimes people just drift away, I think, or just aren't as into the quadrant as the other wants to be. So you really think your feelings for her ran that dark? It doesn't matter. Like I said, she's bored shitless. I guess I'm not even as good an adversary as I thought. That's ridiculous. Any girl would be lucky to have a kissmissus as diabolical as you, especially that one. Who knows what her problem is? She has issues. Well, okay, thanks for saying so. You know, I'm not sure why we never talk about our romantic aspirations. We should more often. It's kind of exciting. Shrug. Probably because you fill your gossip quota with your nubby horn, bro. You leave nothing left to talk about with your dear sweet Morel. We're supposed to help each other with that stuff too, remember? Maybe. Seems kind of odd, though. Your stupid fishy face is what's odd. Have you ever thought about that? Fine. Well, those are my stupid feelings. What about yours? Seems like you get along too well with everybody to be harboring any black sentiments. Yeah, I can't think of anybody I feel that way. Maybe I'm just not old enough to have those feelings yet. We're still pretty young, you know? Yeah. It's okay. Those are your black leanings. What about your red, Eridan? Oh, God. Is there a lucky lady you're waxing scarlet for? Or lucky fellow? Tell me. Don't pretend you're all embarrassed suddenly. Okay, Fef, this is none of your damn business. I gotta go. Be back later when it's time to play. Another emotionally exhausting conversation. Too many feelings and problems. It couldn't be any clearer to you. You and the Sea Princess have splashed down hard into the Moirail zone. And now you don't know which way's upward. Perhaps tonight you will reveal your true feelings towards her and end those exaggerated emotional theatrics once and for all, one way or another. You need a stiff drink. But, not this swell. You're not that desperate. Check fridge. You pay a visit to what the common land dwellers refer to as a thermal hull instead of the more aristocratic and especially esoteric and alien-sounding term, a refrigerator. Open it. A bunch of unbelievably shitty wands tumble out. Of course you know these were in here. You're not even sure why you looked. Go get a beverage. And another emotionally exhausting conversation. Too many feelings and problems. Heck, I talk about a high-maintenance Morrail. Perhaps tonight you will reveal your true feelings toward him and end these exaggerated emotional theatrics one way or another. You need a sugary drink. Underwater. Psh. This is stupid. Disarm. Try it. You decide to unwind and take your mind off the drama for a while before starting the game. You nearly forgot this is going to be an exciting night. Everything you're about to do next is exciting. It is always exciting. You are excited. You unequip Dons and Tinte, golden double calling fork, a legendary weapon reserved for royalty and generally only used for ceremonial purposes. Disarm. You unequip Ahab's crosshairs, which is yet another legendary weapon, about as powerful as your kind abstrusis will allow. You plundered it from a ghost ship during a particularly challenging campaign. It was the same old Gambliance ship from which your accomplice at the time also plundered a set of extraordinarily powerful dice. You almost feel sorry for the adversaries you will face tonight. They will likely pose neither team much challenge at all, unless one of the links in the prototyping chains includes something especially huge and monstrous. But really, what are the odds of that happening? Bother Friska. On the subject of your old accomplice rival, you guess you'll try talking to her one more time, even though you know she won't answer. You know she's bored shitless with you and your drama. You're almost starting to not care about this stupid doomsday device, which probably won't even work. She probably knows you know it won't work. She's probably put all the pieces together and knows it was an elaborate ruse to be in cahoots with her again. And she just went along with it, playing you for a chump. You're such an idiot. Guillotine de la Marquise. Yeah, see? No answer. Bored shitless, just like you thought. She's much hotter irons in the fire than you these days. But it wasn't that long ago that you were the hottest iron. At the height of your prowess as sea griffs, Marquise Mindfang and Orphaner Dualscar were an alliance in unmatched terror and in competition unbridled tempest. Either way, spoils were typically traded and shared. No levels were left for anyone else to gain. None of the levels. She would have the victims of your conquest walk the plank, while you would reap the custodial spoils. And while yet another partook not in revelry but necessity, she had to keep her fed, to keep her calm, to keep her terrible voice down. Whisper, whisper, whisper. If she were to raise it above a whisper, trolls would begin dying. First the lesser bloods, then those more physically susceptible. If she raised it to a shout, all on the planet would die, land and sea dwellers alike. And if she were ever to get really upset, she might release the vast glove, a psychic shockwave that would exterminate every troll in the galaxy. Physically? Psychically. Oh my god. Okay. I'm over 100. I'm still reading, but I might be getting a little close to psychic and physic. Yeah. Oh my god. Truth, it would all be too easy to solve the land dweller problem once and for all. You just need to lighten up on the feeding schedule for a while. Maybe you'd be a little too busy to bother with that hassle for once, or maybe you could happen to be off your game for a spell. It happens, even to the best sometimes. But nah, it would make her upset. More emotions, more problems. That's all you need. Sometime later, the Witch of Life takes her place in the land of dew and glass. Report to Eridan. I would like to get all the characters introduced, and obviously we just did that. But I think that if we get all the trolls introduced, that'll make it a little easier for me to compartmentalize what comes next. Because then it's like, okay, everybody's just going to be interacting, and I know who everyone is. There's not going to be messages for people that I don't know who they are. Fef, are you in? Yeah, that took forever. I was getting worried, kinda. Yeah, it was a pretty close call and got kind of complicated. But Solix finally came through, and now I believe the full chain is complete. Man, that guy, he's a fucking drama machine. It is fucking pathetic. You stupid fishy face is the drama machine. Do not nothing but whine and glub. Fuck, sorry. Anyway, you should say that about him. He is a hero, and he saved my life. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I was just really worried and stressed out. I thought you were dead, and I didn't even get to thank you for saving my life or really for anything. And I just spent all this time here worrying and thinking about stuff. And I decided I have something I want to tell you that I've been meaning to get off my nub for a while now. Oh, really? That's good. Actually, I have something I have been meaning to say to you, too. Whoa, really? What is it? You go first. Okay, but this isn't easy to say. Yeah, I know. It's okay. Maybe I will understand more than you think. We might even be saying the same thing. Okay, I hope so. I think now that we're both in this game and have left our world behind, and you can no longer pose the danger to our people that you always planned to, I think it's not really necessary for me to be your moral anymore. Whoa, wait, what? I'm really sorry, Eridan. It has just been so hard looking after you and keeping you out of trouble. It's taken its toll, and honestly, I'm really exhausted. Fuck, this isn't what I don't know what I was expecting this at all. I'm not sure I can handle this. I'm sorry. It'll be the best for both of us. We can just sort of be regular friends instead. No, please don't. Look, I'm being serious here. Don't do this. I won't even use my weird accent while I type. Okay, so you know I'm being really dead serious and honest about this. Okay, I'm being serious and honest too. See? Okay, good. Are you sure you aren't being hasty about this? You've just been through a lot. I mean, we're supposed to be fated to be mortals, aren't we? Isn't that how it works? You can't just throw all that away because you're sick of me. I'm not sick of you, Aridin. I still really like you. In order to be destined for moral allegiance, both people have to be on board, don't you think? But I can't do it anymore. So I think it just wasn't meant to be all along. And really, you just don't need me anymore. You're free to do as you wish. We both are. I can't look after you anymore. I didn't ever need anyone to look after me. I was totally fucking fine. My ambitions are noble, and really none of your fucking business, quite frankly, Your Majesty. And the only reason I put up with sticking my flipper in this fucking shithole quadrant with you was what? Never mind. Tell me. Okay, fine. I apologize for losing my shit over this. I was just caught off guard is all, but maybe it's a good thing, really. Actually, I might have been proposing the same thing, to be honest. Oh? Yeah, Fef, have you thought about, since you don't want to be pale with me no more, the possibility of some other type of arrangement with me? What do you mean? I mean, something a bit more kind of reddish, like brighter red? No, I hadn't thought about it. Okay, well, what do you think about it, now that you're thinking about it? I really don't know about that. Why not? I thought you said that you liked me. I do, but I don't know if it's really in that way. Couldn't it be, though? Don't you think there's room in your collapsing and expanded bladder-based aquatic vascular system for those feelings? I've never had a chance to consider anything like that. I've just spent all my time worrying about you and trying to keep you from killing everybody. You're hurting yourself. It took all my energy. I don't think I have anything left for those feelings either. Oh, God. What? I'm the biggest fucking idiot who ever lived. I can't believe I just opened up you like a chump when I knew what was coming. And I'm one sad fucking pride sucker. Over-emotional, savvy trash. You're right. I'm not better than anybody. I'm worse than anybody. Everybody. All the bodies. Stop. God, will you just clam up for once in your life? Always carping and carping and carping. You go completely overboard with your emotions. Always looking to reel in drama wherever you can. I'm up to my gills in it. I just can't salmon the strength anymore. I cannot believe you are doing the fish bun thing while you're breaking up with me. Real nice. Whoops, I mean real nice. Sorry, but really, this shouldn't be as bad as it sounds. When all is said and done, I'm still your friend. We have left our world behind. Everyone is dead, and there's no use in worrying about it now. It's over. It's time to play this game and focus on building something new and exciting. So hang in there, then. I have to go help. Solix is in serious trouble, and I have to go help him. Bye! Wait, don't go. Glub. Huh. Wow, that was actually really emotional, and I'm gonna guess... I keep forgetting his name. Oh my God, what is his name? I want to say Andrew. Who's the writer of Homestuck? I think it would just pop up. Yeah, Andrew. Yeah, that seems like that was fairly personal. I felt a little like maybe Andrew had gone through something a little similar. Proceed to gate. Splash. You're free. Check on Solix. Carcat, check on Solix. Bro, are you okay? Hey, oh God, whatever. Solix, please tell me that's just honey. Please just be honey. Please don't be honey. Please just be honey. Okay, make believe time is over. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. It is all your fault. You couldn't get him in before the glove. Oh shit. Did he die? Ooh boy. Honk. There, you blubbering goddamn pussy. Land of tense and mirth. Slap, 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 slap. Indulge emotional theatrics. Gab, I need to talk to Carr. Where is he? Isn't answering? Oh, it's that pansy. Oh God. He's busy being slapped motherfucking senses by the guy who likes knives. So I can't relate with what message you got, my brother. I don't feel comfortable with that. I have some serious feelings and problems here, and I need some advice. Yeah, I feel you. He's pretty worked up too. Why? Because that good bro Solix just kicked the wicked motherfucking shit. What the fuck do you mean by that? Are you saying he's dead? Yeah. Oh fuck. Oh God, fuck. Now I feel like an asshole. Yeah, I'd say that asshole is the thing that just about everybody feels like. I can't blame himself on it, poor motherfucker. But I told him to be chill because there's a miracle coming. I can feel it. That is the worst fucking advice. Or what is an awful thing you to say? Magic is real stupid. Stop believing in it. I gotta believe in what my heart tells me, even if it's a fake thing. Honk. It's a lot of pointless fucking rubbish, and it isn't no emotional help to him or me either for that matter. Put car on. I can't really think about intervening. The black frowning motherfucker kind of scares me. I sure can't help a brother up into his motherfucking chill. I don't know, it probably doesn't matter. My feelings seem petty and meaningless now. She has better things to worry about over than my overwrought bullshit, like the dead guy who saved her. So forget it, thanks anyway. Well, my advice is you just kick back and motherfucking stab into some root elixir and maybe get your Wicca zone on. There, I said my piece. What the fuck are you fucking babbling about? Snatch an iceoid. Ice cold dog? Motherfucking chug that shit like you and the bottle was reuniting lovers. Are you recommending a beverage to me or something? Is that what this is? Yeah, man, slam a Faygo. I don't have a fucking Faygo, you stupid fuck. Why would I keep that disgusting shit on hand? Are you motherfucking sure about that? Oh god, you're right, I do. I totally forgot about it. You see, man? Motherfucking miracles. Slam a Faygo. You prepare to kick back and motherfucking snap into some root elixir and maybe get your wicked zone on. It sure would be startling if what followed was a crudely drawn spit take accompanied by an odd short exclamation. What? It's just soda. Not great, but not that bad either. What's the big deal? We all need to settle down here. Later still. I remember him chucking a Faygo, but I didn't remember. I am not confident enough to be like, oh yeah, that's the one from this time. A princess prepares to administer a universal remedy for the unawakened. Oh, kissed. Blah. Honk. Face bump times 2. Hey kid, never got a chance to say how much I hate you. Every last one of you. Face bump times 1 combo. Goddamn troll kids, every time you turn around they're smooching each other. It makes a man want to stab his own gut and puke blood. Okay, wait, what's going on here? It's like I'm the kid from the never-ending story. I was chased by some bullies into this fucking attic, and now I'm watching people, more people kissing and stuff basically forever. How many metalators remove this story can we get? This attic is spooky. I wish those bullies would just leave me alone, and I'm gonna ride a long magic dog through this guy and fuck their shit up. Oh, this troll paint is making a mess. This is such a bad idea. MSBA, quick, become more meta while is brooding. Andrew is brooding. Pistol kind, land of stumps and dismay. Oh, fuck. Age employs a daring execution of Authoritac ladder to self-indulgence behind his own back. It keeps happening. All MSPA readers make a solemn vow to do an acrobatic fucking pirouette off the stump and blow their brains out if it doesn't stop. Keep happening. Okay, get back to the story, jackass. Excuse me? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not going fast enough for you? Well, quite frankly, Your Majesty, I don't think you realize what kind of hell I've been through. Do you have any idea how long I've been trapped in this attic? Do you have any idea how fucking scary it is in here? Do you have even the slightest clue how many times that wolf head over there has scared the shit out of me? A wolf? This is ridiculous. No, this is my life we're talking about here. Bullies, wolves, musty attics, huge spiders. Did I mention the spiders? Let me tell you, I got hella spiders up in this. Fuck, this horn fell off. Damn it, piece of shit. Wonder if there's any glue in here. Oh, screw it. Do you have any idea how much power I wield over you? To what extent I can ruin the shit you step in with that squeaky clean Sunday loafer you used to stomp that bookmark and stamp that F5 key? Day goddamn in and day fucking out. Do you possess even the most infinitesimal kernel of cognizance for the degree to which I can make the short, shivering weasel that is the totem spirit representing your wretched fascination with this website squealing heart trending remorse? It would be so easy. I could snap my gray sweaty fingers right now and make you read all the Troll Romance Expedition segments all over again. Back to back to back to back to back. Oh, you don't think I'll do it? Oh my god. Wow. Booyah. That's what just happened, bitch. Right now you're definitely trolling us. Come on. Ah! Recap then? No, I think we're good. Reel it in. Move this along. Yeah, okay, guess I've trolled you guys enough. Where were we? Oh yeah, Slick. It's bad enough you had to watch the brood smooch a corpse and this kid bawl his eyes out once already, even if it was centuries ago. Next. Invalid syntax. Oh, for the love of, why would they even design a button like that if it doesn't print the right advancement characters? You're getting really tired of mashing the equals key. Type equals then. Pound. The moon is different. It's very purple and quiet. Doesn't look like anyone here is awake yet. Oh, not like the yellow moon you were just dreaming about. Plenty of friends there, all up and around, making a racket. It was fun for a while until you woke up with honey in your mouth, killed your Lucis, saved a princess, and died. Luckily, you had a couple lives to spare. Is this all their dream versions? Obviously, she's dead, so. Most other players only get one extra, but you're kind of a special case. Boy? Huh? You there, red and blue eye boy. Hello? I remember this. I did not get the chance to formally greet you. I suspect this is what made you angry. But worry not. I've been brushing up on your troll etiquette. Pardon me while I consult the appropriate pages. It will only be a moment. This book is very thick. Just what you need. Another voice of the imminently deceased invading your head. Haven't they caused you enough trouble already? Get it out. Troll etiquette sure is confusing. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Oh, jeez. Solix, blast off. Wasted enough time on sleeping and dying. You gotta get back to adventuring while the adventuring's good, and also change out of these stupid pajamas. Get back to adventuring. The revived Mage of Doom returns to the land of Barians and fire for a surprise rendezvous with the Witch of Life. Call, prod. Hey, what the heck is going on here? Get back to adventuring. Somewhere in Lamont, the thief and the page blonde plunder the untold riches of innumerable pointless side quests. Yeah, probably be a good spot here. I think this is it. That's a good idea. Yeah. Okay. That's, what did I start on? Take these out for a second. 230. So almost 200. These last ones went by way faster. I mean, like, this is going at a breakneck speed compared to all the, the other dialogue. So what do we got? Act 5, Import Universe U1. So, still not to whatever, Act 5B or whatever they call it, but we're getting there. We are getting there. Alright. Well, I'm going to take a little break, and then I will be back on with some more Ys. So I'll come back in like 10 minutes, but I will end the stream so I can. Act 5B. B. Buzz. But yeah, I'll be back in like 10 minutes.